So welcome to the October gathering, the Rock People. What you encounter, recognize, or discover depends to a large degree on the quality of your approach. When we approach with reverence, great things decide to approach us. Our real life comes to the surface, and its light awakens the concealed beauty in things. John O'Donoghue. So welcome to this gathering, everyone. Welcome to the new series, Full Moon Circles, Full Moon in Aries, the Hunter Moon. So we just passed a couple of days ago, and personally I say that with some relief. And I want to welcome you also to our new platform for the calls on Zoom. I do hope that it's been straightforward for everyone, and just for those of you just arriving, just to say, yep, we're going to keep this a deeply immersive experience. So we're keeping people muted and videos off, just to allow you to really sink into the experience. So we'll be continuing with the audio only style of engagement. And we'll be making use of the chat box here, which is much the same. I see some of you have already written in the chat box, and I'll say a bit more about how we're going to use that shortly. So my name is Abby. I am one of the team at Tree Sisters, and I really want to invite you into this sacred sanctuary, this tranquil space of togetherness the next hour. So why do we gather like this? It's a chance for us to come together across the planet, united in unity. It's a chance to restore intimacy and care with ourselves, to check in, to be with ourselves, to be with each other, and to be with the beloved earth. It's a chance to reconnect to our sensory body and remember our place in elemental nature. It's a chance to listen to the self-organizing intelligence of the body and marvel at that. So we find ourselves in the transitional space of the year, this movement into expansion in the southern hemisphere and a turning inwards in the northern hemisphere. Today is a chance to gather under the light of the just past full moon, to be in community and to pause and reflect together. So, as you know, Tree Sisters' primary reason for being is to reinstate a culture of reciprocity and care with nature, that we make it as normal to give back as it currently is to take. So while these calls are free, if you need them to be, they are also an invitation to give back. So I'd love to continue that invitation. And if you're not already a monthly donor, to just consider up to become one, so you can start a heartbeat of giving back to the forests that so need your care right now. So this new series is exploring the relationships we have with the more than human community around us. These meditations and co-creative poetry practices are designed to reconnect us to aliveness, both the personal and the collective. They are a call to engagement, love, and care with all of this world. And we're beginning today with becoming relational to the rocks and the stones. So before I say any more, I'd love to hear from some of you about why you've joined the call today and where you are in the world. I can see you have already written in here. Claire, hello everyone. Welcome, Claire. Marcel from Cape Town, welcome, Marcel. Sherry from sunny Florida. Alison in Newbury, UK. These calls are so important to me each month. Oh, it's really good to have you here, Alison. Thank you. Anka in Germany. Oh, Carolyn, upstate New York. Daniela in Japan. Welcome, Daniela. Julia in Brighton, needing a stone or two to anchor my heart. Well, I hope you have one available to you. Welcome, Alison. This is your first call in New York City. Welcome. And Jennifer, welcome from Maine. Barbara, British Columbia. Oh, Kirsty on the west coast of Scotland. First time on these calls after years of seeing the invite in my inbox. Sometimes time is just right. So ready to sink into the stones. Welcome, Kirsty. Annie in Idaho, Sue in Somerset. Wow, I think we're really spanning a lot of the earth here. Okay, thank you. Thank you for all being here. Gayleen, so-called Vancouver Island, heartened to be amongst you. Joanne, Yvonne, really good to have you all here. Thank you. So I'm just going to say a little bit more about what's going to happen and how we're going to make use of things like the chat box if you haven't joined us before. So in a moment, there'll be an invitation to really settle into yourself and settle into the wider circle of this incredible community, to find comfort and safety for your body in the physical environment that you're in right now. And then we'll journey together. And so at various points, I will give specific invitations for you to come and share what you're noticing in the chat box. So you should see the icons for the chat box at the bottom of your screen on Zoom, if you're new to Zoom. And if you're new to these calls, sharings in the chat box are what form the basis of our co-created community prayer. And today, that prayer is dedicated to the stones. So your participation in the weave of our prayer together is welcome in whatever way feels comfortable. And if it feels available, please do come and share in the chat when invited to. You're welcome to move your body in any way that helps you access felt sensations. You're welcome to dance, sway, roll, stretch as I guide you, or simply rest in stillness and be comfortable. The most important thing is that you're comfortable. And you're tuning into the unique experience within your body and feeling held in the togetherness of community. So let's take a moment to land in ourselves, remembering that we arrive here in our whole, messy, beautiful, and complex bodies and souls. There's no need here to be any particular way. However you are right in this moment, it's absolutely welcome. Whatever your reason for being here, just know that that is a great reason and that you're welcome and that there is a seat in this circle for you. And just to name that as we enter our felt sense, it's possible that we might come close to ourselves in a particular way, meaning that stuff could come up. Your vulnerability, your grief, your tenderness, your anger, it's all welcome here. But if at any point it feels too much or overwhelming, then just finding a way to come back, noticing your contact with the ground, touching your own fingertips, taking a deeper breath or a stretch. It's an invitation to really honor the unique experience that you're having. And so if you feel agitated or lost, just bringing your awareness to the ground. And now beginning by bringing your attention to your heart. Notice your heart, how it's feeling just in this moment. Noticing your belly. Again, just making contact with whatever is present in your belly. And then noticing your feet. Beginning gently to notice your body here and now, full of sensations and wisdom. And just allowing these sensations to just be, offering yourself validation for your own experience in this moment. Opening your awareness now to include the shared space of all of us around the world, joined in this exploration today. And then wider still to include the bigger relational web of life, the web that contains all of us, always meeting us, always loving us as we are. And then bringing your focus back to yourself. And just notice that you're breathing. Notice your diaphragm expanding and relaxing. And with each in and out breath, the diaphragm is also massaging awake the muscular and cellular structures of your heart, connecting you to what matters, what you long for, what you desire. Notice what's alive there. Notice the expansion of your heart down your arms and into your hands. Notice your feet and the toes of your feet. Notice your head, these poles of the physical being that connect us to earth and to sky. Perceive your form, head, face, shoulders, arms, chest, back, hands, legs. Become aware of your bones, the stony structures inside you. And noticing now where you're in contact with the ground, where you feel the support and solidity of the earth beneath you. And letting your awareness travel to the space above you. Taking a breath. And inviting it to move through your whole being, bringing you right here into this moment. And then together, we're going to take our awareness and attention now into the mineral world of the planet. The rocks and the stones, the sands and the soils, mixed metal ores, crystals, gems and jewels. Feeling all the qualities of these beings and how they might resonate with your own humanity, or perhaps your own energy body. And then focusing in now on the stone beings in particular. So the stone people of the earth, the deep time beings, the containers, the steadying, grounding presence of these wisdom keepers. Let's arouse our curiosity together and explore our shared relational field. Stones, rocks, pebbles, mountains, cliffs, caves, geologically classified as igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic, including apatite, basalt, bonanite, diorite, obsidian, quartzolite, tuff, tephlite, arkose, dolomite, flint, chalk, lignite, coal, sandstone, marl, limestone, phosphorite, anthracite, marble, slate, soapstone, blue schist, and many, many more. Just tuning in now, what do you notice in your body as you receive these human given names, these earthy friends of ours? Notice any sensation arising and finding words that come close to describing what you're experiencing in your body. And come into the chat and share those words. Staying as close to yourself, inside your experience, whatever sensation you're noticing. Just bringing that into the chat. And gently bringing your attention back into yourself. And considering now any stones and rocks that are part of the land that you're on right now, or the stones or pebbles on a beach that you have visited, or even the sand refined and refined, tide after tide over time. Rocks in your garden, smooth pebbles loved by the water of the stream. majestic mountains standing over you, sure and certain in themselves. The walls of a dark, damp cave where the rock is intimate with the moist moss. Feeling a memory of a stone person that you've met in your lifetime. Have you ever picked up a rock and held it or wanted to take it home? Perhaps you have stones on your altar or rocks that you visit, feeling a resonance or connection to a particular stone. Perhaps to the shape, the colour, or the texture. Just recalling this stone or inviting one into your imagination. How would you describe this stone? You might want to describe it physically or feeling. What is the mood or atmosphere of the stone? Opening curiosity, connecting another layer deeper to the mood or atmosphere of this stone you're encountering, and coming and sharing in the chat. Again, just bringing any words that are arising into the group and bringing your attention back to yourself again. And as you're recalling the contact and connection to this stone friend that you once knew or the one that you're imagining, what stories does this stone want to tell you? Perhaps it has tales of when it lived in the sea, when it made up the bones or the shell of a sea creature. You listen really closely, noticing that the stone has a voice and is speaking. What is this stone saying? Again, coming and sharing in the chat. And just trusting whatever emerges as the voice of your stone in this moment. Adding your words and then coming back. Perhaps now noticing the stone-like structure of your own bones. What is it like to be in relationship with the stone? With the memory or imaginal nature of this stone. Notice where on your body wants to make contact. Are you holding a small pebble? Perhaps you're leaning into the support of the rock. What is this relational dance that you're experiencing? How is your whole body impacted by this contact? How is the stone or rock impacted by the connection with you? Tuning in and deeply listening. Taking a breath. How does it feel to be in physical contact with this stone? Your skin surfaces touching, really tuning to your sense of touch. Notice temperatures. What's it like as an experience? Does it feel like you're touching the stone or the stone is touching you? Is it a dance? What emotions are present? Come and describe your experience of contact in the chat. Any words or emotions that arise in connection, the experience of touch, contact. And perhaps also you might want to offer words of thanks to the stone that allowed you to make contact today. Any words of gratitude, anything specific that you want to thank the stone people for. Bringing those into the shared space. And then when you come back, I want to invite you to rest. So if you have been moving throughout this experience, I want to invite you to come to stillness. If you're in stillness, I invite you to find just a little bit more comfort where you are right now. And perhaps you want to be resting with your stone friend. And just the last few additions into our shared chat space. Before I close the chat and invite you to receive the words of our beautiful co-created offering to the stone beings, to our friends, the wisdom keepers of deep time, the stone beings. So resting now. Letting these words just come and land in you however they do. Tingling in my feet. Solid foundation. Solidity. Solidity. I just want to reach out and feel each texture. Bones sing in recognition. Bones sing in recognition, a stone vessel holding sacred water. A stone vessel holding sacred water shivers up and down my back, memories easy and difficult. Vibration down the spine and in the heart center. vibration down the spine and in the heart center, solidity, solid foundation, slowness of breath, grounding, friendship, the sensation of sand dripping from my fingers, dripping from my fingers, immense detail, possibility, depth, earth, silvery grey, grounding, friendship, slowness of breath, bedrock, bedrock, soft crunch underfoot, gentle solidity, charged, energized and alive, charged, energized and alive, grounding, friendship, slowness of breath, deep depth, earth, silvery grey, holding moisture, sleeping, sound of my feet on shingle, gentle solidity, substantial, substantial giving stability, bedrock, sand dripping from my fingers, slowness of breath. I just want to reach out and feel each texture. Black, ropey lava, textured and rough. You left me breathless. You left me breathless. Grounded, peaceful watcher. Rocks in my windowsill keep company. Shimmering moonstone. Shimmering moonstone warmed by the sun, silvery depth, generous and solid. You left me breathless. Comforting, warm sand. Black, ropey lava, shimmering moonstone, grounded, peaceful, watcher. Warmth of smooth stones on my bare feet, obsidian darkness reflecting my shadow back to me, one with majesty. One with majesty, smooth, magnetic, dark with white veins. Rocks on the shore of a lake absorbing heat. Cliffs of sheetrock, old time wisdom, wisdom. Crystal sparkling with light. The beauty in darkness. The beauty in darkness, rocks on the shore of a lake absorbing heat. Rocks on the shore of a lake absorbing heat, many lines, no perfection, and still roundness, wholeness, a big home within its smallness, settled, patient, grounded, accepting, copper aqua embedded in orangeness, settled, patient, grounded, accepting, restructuring. Restructuring, smooth, large stones in the creek as I walk over them, flowing, red, hot across the landscape, making way for change. Copper, aqua, embedded in orangeness. Escapades over the millennia. Escapades over the millennia, the layers in a large piece of mica, the generations it took for the layers to form. Life, murmur of love. Silent witness. Silent witness, restructuring, shyly sparkling, reflecting wisdom, cliffs of sheetrock, shyly sparkling, quiet wisdom held within, quiet wisdom held within. I collect heart-shaped stone. It is amazing how many I've found. My children and grandchildren bring them to me as well. They are collected in my courtyard as sentries to my home. Envelop all the hearts that cross my door with love and hope. I collect heart-shaped stone. All and so much more. All and so much more, shyly sparkling, silent witness. Life, murmur of love, escapades over the millennia. Slowness of breath, grounding, friendship, gentle solidity, crystal sparkling with light, a big home within its smallness, settled, patient, heart-shaped stones at the beach, emanating warmth. I can heal. Have faith. I can heal. Have faith. You are doing so well. It's not so important what you do, just be. You are doing so well. It's not so important what you do, just be. Creating the foundation for growth. Healers. Healers, I can heal. Have faith. All and so much more. Strength can be both solid and fluid, heavy. Heavy. Stones, bones, welcome, home. Shape givers. So comforting to have you, rocks on my windowsill. So to have you, rocks on my windowsill. Come and share in our ancient knowledge. Stones, bones, welcome home. Running fingers across your rough edges, a smooth, grey, mottled, water-kissed pebble bearing the image of a tree, fitting sweetly into my palm and bringing me comfort. Come and share in our ancient knowledge. Shape givers. Eternity lives within. Eternity lives within. The stone is looking at me. The stone is looking at me. Eternity. Solid. Solid. Unsayable emotions. Unsayable emotions. We are kin much more than you know. We are kin much more than you know. Grief. Comfort. Timelessness. Timelessness. Eternity. Serenity. Timelessness. Grief. Grief. The stone is looking at me. We are kin much more than you know. Standing atop you, the wind on my face, I feel expansive and held in powerful wisdom. Expansive. Groundedness. Serenity. Teach yourself to read us. We change every day. Teach yourself to read us. We change every day. Let's meld. Privacy and belonging. Privacy and belonging, ancient and traveled, strong foundation from which to build. Strong foundation from which to build. She tells me to listen. She tells me to listen. To listen. Let's meld. We change every day. Smooth, cooling, calming, protected, supported, deep relaxation and expansion and connection. Oh, stone. Oh, stone. I love you. Hold space. She tells me to listen. So grateful to have found you. So grateful to have found you. Remembering what is true. Thank you. I could not be here without you. I will honor you. I will honor you, feeling gratitude and healing and love. Stones allow the other elements to wear them away, to transform them. Stones allow, remembering what is true. Hold space. River rock carved in by humans, felt sorrow at the disrespect that the stone experienced, and then gratitude at the forgiveness of the stone for the disrespectful act. Functionality and survival tools for all my relations, bringing hope and light. She tells me to listen, privacy and belonging, ancient and traveled, oh stone, bringing hope and light. Oh, stone, thanks for slowing down and being with me. Thank you for the solid foundation of earth. I am in you. You are in me. We are one. I am in you. You are in me. We are one. Thank you for the healing. Thank you for making me look up to your heights. Thank you for making spaces that I can curve my body into. Thank you for shaping my path. Thank you for my body sharing with you slowly and sweetly, bringing hope and light, healing, cool delight. Thank you for holding us in your ancient vibrations, slowly and sweetly. Thank you for care and clarity, safety, beauty, individuality, uniqueness. Sentinels and witnesses, music makers and wind receptacles of sorrow and joy, thank you. Taking me over dark times, we were in it together, went over it, grateful for both our strength. Timeless, safety, holds memories of my parents who gathered rocks from the smoky mountains, here with me now. Thank you for your care and clarity. Slowly and sweetly, safety, beauty, uniqueness, timeless, timeless sentinels and witnesses, slowing down, solid foundation, healing and love. I love you. Hold space. I could not be here without you. What is true, ancient and traveled. Let's meld serenity, standing atop the wind in my face. We are kin, much more than you know. Calming, grounding, like a brother. Reverence. Let me support you, wandering human. Let me support you, wandering human, warmth and comfort. Weighted, ancient. Eternity, shape givers, healers, growth. Have faith. Heart-shaped stones, emanating warmth, smooth, large stones, copper, aqua, reflecting wisdom, crystals sparkling with light, the beauty in darkness, peaceful watcher, you left me breathless, breathless, energized and alive, bedrock, slowness of breath, down the spine, in the heart center, foundation, rough, shimmering, moonstone beauty, sheet rock, old time, wisdom, orangeness, smooth large stones in the creek, flowing red hot across the landscape, making way for change, change, fluid within, fluid, warmth and comfort, reverence, calming, grounding, eternity, serenity, traveled, belonging, old stone, remembering what is true. I could not be here without you, thank you. I will honor you. I will honor you, I am you, I am in you, you are in me, we are one. Thanks for slowing down and being with me. Down and being with me. Care and clarity. Sentinels and witnesses. Music makers, beauty, safety, grounding, eternity lives within, running my fingers across your rough edges, stones, bones, welcome, home, ancient, knowledge, ancient, ancient, rough edges bringing me comfort, warmth, reverence, like a brother. Let me support you, wandering human, serenity, serenity, ancient and traveled, O stone, hold space. Gratitude and healing and love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for my body sharing with you. Thank you. Timeless, timeless stones, bones, healers. Strength can be both solid and fluid. You are doing so well. It's not so important what you do, just be. Eternity lives within. Eternity, timelessness. Eternity, timelessness, warmth and comfort and presence, reverence, calming, calming, unsayable emotions, grief, comfort. Stone is looking at me, expansive and held in powerful wisdom. Teach yourself to read us. Teach yourself to read us. We change every day. We change every day. Stones allow. Stones allow. Thank you. Hold space. Allow the other elements to wear them away, to transform them. Stones allow, bringing hope and light. Thank you for the healing. I am in you. You are in me. We are one. Beauty, uniqueness, solidity, togetherness, healing. Thank you for the solid foundation of earth. Thank you for shaping my path slowly and sweetly, holding us in your ancient vibrations, care and clarity, care and clarity. And just letting all of those words wash over you. Notice what stays with you. Anywhere that particularly resonated. And just really gently, I want to invite your body to awaken back into current time and space that you're occupying. Maybe taking a yawn or a stretch. And just very softly returning to your own space. Take a look around wherever you are. Perhaps you have a stone friend with you. Wherever you are, just feeling the support of the ground, the earth beneath you. Maybe taking a drink of water. And just reflecting on how it was to hear your words amongst others' words. Or the experience of receiving the offering as a whole. Just notice, just dropping inside, just notice how you're experiencing yourself now. feeling for anything that needs to be spoken or shared to integrate the experience. I invite you to come and to share anything in the chat. It's a feeling if it's a way that helps to bring you back into the space, or any insights you had around relating stones, any curiosity that's been aroused. I would really love to invite you to, if stones are not the people that you spend lots of time with, I'd really like to invite you to spend more time with stones in your local landscape over this next month, to just recall this level of curiosity that we brought together, to recall perhaps the words that created what felt like sometimes these feel like poems, sometimes they feel like prayers. Felt today like this was a kind of song for the stone beings. But yeah, please take yourself out to a place to make contact with a rock and just notice them, be with them, smile at them, get to know them, make an offering, sing to them. And just know that our attention is the purest form of our love. And show up, be present, becoming relational to the stone beings. It may just connect us to who we are beyond material space and time. So loving to read what's coming in here. Alison, the bright moon rising outside my window, blessing the circle with her presence. Oh, it's a lovely image, Alison. Thank you. I will check for the moon shortly. Joanne, spirits of the stone spoken through the generous soul of this circle. I'm feeling solid and grateful. Beautiful and moving. Thank you, Isabella. Feeling so comforted, connected. I love this sisterhood. Thank you for being part of this sisterhood, Sherry. Feeling slower, quieter. It's a beautiful lesson from the stones, Rosemary, yes. One part of an appreciative collective, such a beautiful communal creation. A song. Julia, you felt it like a song too. Bethany, overwhelming gratitude for this space and open heart. Beautiful song for our stone kin, centered and held with self and in community. Denise. Alison, I love the thought that stones welcome the influence of all the other elements on them. Yes, very much. It's a magical thing about stones, I think. Sue, made of all the same elements. Yes, Alison, stones are different every day, to learn to read them. Yes, that's beautiful. Oh, some differences of experiences with the sound. Okay, it did feel like a song. Oh, I'm glad that wasn't just me. Thank you, Jennifer and Julia, for naming that. Love for the stones, the stone song. Akiko, I remember that stones were my friends when I was 2. Since then, they have been here with me. Thank you, everyone. Love to sisters. A gentle lullaby. Marcel, Teresa, such a sincere song. Well, that's a hard sentence to say. Such a sincere song to the stones around us. I'm very moved by the enormity and emotion of it all. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Gently with yourself. Feel like a stone in the river with the river song washing over me, heavy and peaceful. Sounds like a nice way to be, Kirsty. Rosemary, like a cake's ingredients being blended together. Yes, that's also what we're doing here. Yeah, cooking together. Thank you, Simone. Helen, a new way of considering stones. Yes. So yes, go spend some time with the stones. Terry, it evoked so many images and the animals came too, especially prints left in stone. I'm remembering a dream I had sitting around a campfire, laughing and joking with others. I've never had such a good time. Then something caught my attention, and I could see it was a big stone dressed in Peruvian dress, and I had been connected to the stone people. Oh, thank you for sharing that with us, Terry. Wow, thank you so much, everyone, and thank you for coming and connecting like this through a new platform. And hopefully not too many people had any technical problems. And yeah, next month we will be gathering again under the moon, and in November we will be exploring becoming relational to the cloud people. So I really hope that you will join me then. And I just want to also say thanks to Tara for holding the ground behind the scenes and putting up this beautiful image if you were looking at your screen. And for being there and testing this all out. And and thank you to Melanie as well for being there behind the scenes. So many blessings for this meeting, and I really hope you will join us again in November. So much.